Over the years, I've met different kinds of people. Some who say they can only buy Omonile land, they cannot buy from estate companies, while others have said they can only buy estate company land, they cannot buy from Omoniles. So this video will be the first of a series I've made compiling these videos, letting you know the advantages of buying from estate companies, their disadvantages, the advantages of buying Omonile land, and also its disadvantages, so that you can be more informed and make better decisions moving forward. Without further ado, here are the advantages of buying estate company land. The first benefit I have for you why you should consider estate land over Omonile land is faster appreciation. Now, the first reason why you should even be going into real estate, your first real estate property, should not be because you just want people to know you're a landlord, or it should not be for you to build your personal house. Just hold on now, hold on. I know some people are already saying, what is this guy saying? I've made a video already on this, even though as at the time of making this video it's not yet published, so you can't see it, but in a short time I'll make it public so you can watch and gain more understanding why I said so. Okay, but back to the matter at hand. Faster appreciation. When you buy a land from an estate company within an estate, that land will appreciate faster than the Omonile lands around that estate. Now, this is simply because demand is high. More people buy from estate companies than Omonile land. That's number one. Number two, these estate companies have numerous marketers promoting these lands, so they sell faster than Omonile land that maybe they're just promoting it themselves. But estate companies, they have marketers everywhere promoting that land. So people are hearing about that estate, people are buying the estate. So they can decide to keep on increasing the price, and before you know it, it has appreciated 500 or 1000% within 1 or 2 years. And before you know what is happening, the estate is sold out. All the lands have been sold. While the Omonile land in that estate environment, they are still there looking for buyers that will buy them. Now, this reminds me of a particular estate in Ekpe that started selling 2 years ago at 10 million naira. As I speak to you currently, that same estate is selling for 23 million naira. Why? Because of the demand for that estate, for that location. Another one is because of the infrastructural development going on in that estate. Now, the funny thing about this estate company property appreciation is that they do not even need to add more infrastructure within the estate before they increase the price. Probably, let's say they only have family receipt for that estate, and they have been processing their survey, they have applied for it to be registered. The moment that registered survey is out, automatically they increase the price. Let's say they have only registered survey, they apply for a C of O. The moment that C of O is out, definitely, even if they've not added one single infrastructure, that property will appreciate high. I also remember selling an estate land to a client not long ago. That estate was selling for 1.5 million naira, and this client wanted to pay outright for a space of 3 months, which is also considered as outright payment. But can you believe that even before that client finished paying, the estate had already appreciated from 1.5 million naira to 2.5 million naira? When I informed the client, oh, your estate is now selling for 2.5 million naira, he was like, what? Are you serious? The next benefit of buying estate properties that I want to give you is the ease of payment. Now, estate companies have made real estate investing much easier, and they have made it free for all, that virtually anybody at all can become a landlord. We have estate companies providing payment plans for as low as 25,000 naira monthly, as low as 5,000 naira weekly, spread for as long as 5 years, even longer than that, just so that it will no longer be considered as a thing of the rich and wealthy only. The next benefit of buying estate land is there is no double coincidence of ownership. When you are buying from an estate, two or more people cannot come and claim ownership of one particular land. No, it's not possible. That can only happen when you buy from Omonile outside. Right? I met a man who shared his experience with me. He bought a land from Omonile, they gave him his receipt, and he bought building materials to the site to commence building, only for another person to come and claim ownership of that same land. Now, this woman claiming ownership also claimed to have bought that land from the same Omonile. They went to the family house, and the elders sat together. They asked the woman to bring her receipt. They saw the receipt. They said, yes, we know you. They asked the man to bring his receipt. They looked at the receipt. They said, yes, this is our receipt, but we don't know you. Where did you buy from? Who did you buy from? He said he bought from so and so. They said, oh, you bought from our children. Okay, so while you were busy negotiating with our children, this woman came to us, who are the right source, we are the right owners of this land. So this woman negotiated with us, and we sold that land. So we cannot be alive and you'll be buying from this. They were there, and they were calling those their children. So when we die, you can now deal with them, but we are still alive. Ladies and gentlemen, to cut the long story short, that man lost that land. It cannot happen when you buy an estate land. You can buy your land from an estate, collect your document, and go and sleep. Forget about it. The worst that will happen is that in most cases, within your contract of sale or your deed of agreement, it will be clearly stated that once you are allocated, that's why before you are allocated, most companies will ask you, are you ready to build? If you are not ready to build, we won't allocate to you. But other companies, they will allocate to you. But before then, they will clearly state it in your deed of agreement and contract of sale that once you are allocated, if you do not build after so time, we will collect that land from you and allocate it to somebody that is ready to build, and then we will give you another one inside. Or they will tell you that once we allocate to you, all that is required for you to do is to maintain your environment. Even if you are not ready to build, just make sure the bushes are cleared, the place is not looking tattered or littered. That's the worst case scenario. The next reason why you should consider buying an estate land over Omonile land is the self-esteem. There's this flex that comes with telling somebody you're living in an estate. Apple Estate, CBN Estate, VGC, Sapphire Gardens. And somebody calls, my boss, I'm coming to see you, please, we have to discuss. I'm coming to your area at Yasikira Street, in the United. No, nah, I've left that place since. You mean you are no longer at Dustbin bus stop area? No, nah, I'm now living at VGC, There's this flex. You're living in an estate. How does it sound? Estate. Not Pangolo Street. Next benefit I have for you is the stress-free documentation processes. When you're buying from an estate company, the burden of processing necessary documents have already been taken off your shoulder. Yours is just to pay and start building. Pay and get your allocation. Pay and relax. They'll give you all your necessary documents, from the receipt, your deed of assignment, your registered survey, C of O, as the case may be. Yours is just to pay and relax. But when you buy from Omonile, especially the ones that will only give you family receipt, you have to start processing from one stage to another. And most times, before these documents will even come out, it will take years. When you buy from an estate company, that's not the case. You just pay and then they present you the already processed document. In worst case scenario, these documents will already be processing. They will already be in the process of getting these documents. So that's why you see in their flyers, you see survey in view, you see C of O in view. By the way, when you see an estate selling a land and they tell you excision in view, excision, please don't forget, excision in view. Please pack your bag and packages and run away. Excision in view, please don't buy. When you see C of O in view, you can buy. You see register survey in view, you can weigh your options, think very carefully, and then buy. Contact your surveyor, let them make their research and buy. For excision in view, babble. Except you have mind. Okay, so now we are talking about legit companies, not the fraudulent ones. The legit ones will tell you it is the review. By the way, we've already made a comprehensive video on understanding title documents in Nigeria. So I'll drop the link in the comment section so you can click and watch that video, so you understand every single meaning of each title document and the implication of having a property having certain title documents that we've listed in that video. The last but not the least benefit I have for you is privacy and security. When you're living in an estate, adequate security is being put in place. You have your CCTV cameras, you have your uniformed security officers guarding every angle of this estate. You have your privacy. Nobody can just breeze in and out of the estate. Nobody can just breeze into your doorstep and knock when you're trying to rest. Most times they will ask them at the gate to call you before they grant them access into the estate before getting to your house.